Good Thursday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, your source for superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this beautiful Thursday with the daily video forecast discussion for the 24th of April, 2014. Beautiful sunrise and chilly temperatures for this late morning here in April, with temperatures running in the upper 30s to the low and mid 40s, and northwesterly winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And those winds will be increasing during the morning hours as the sun continues to work over the atmosphere. And as the sun works over the atmosphere, so do the winds as they increase to 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles per hour during portions of late this morning into the afternoon. The entire state of New Jersey, the lower Hudson Valley, all of Connecticut down to Philadelphia, and the Delmarva region is in a red flag warning. This means relative humidity values at lower than 30%, generally in the upper teens and lower 20s, and strong northwesterly winds from late this morning to this afternoon could ignite any of the dry fuels that are outside, so you want to be careful and extinguish all your smoking uh, ingredients there or anything that's going to cause a fire, because brush fires in this region will be on high alert during today and will spread rapidly across the region if one does develop. On the marine deck, we have gale warnings until 12 noon this afternoon for northwesterly winds at about 10 to 25 knots, with gusts up to 35 knots at times. These will be diminishing during the afternoon hours, and the gale warnings will be dropped for seas at 3 to 5 feet. South shore and east ends of Long Island also until this evening. North shore of Long Island until this evening as well. Morning surface chart from weatherroanoke.com. A digital atmosphere software shows our storm system now well off into the Atlantic Canada region. High pressure cresting in across the Great Lakes and the Ohio-Tennessee River valleys here, and this will be moving in our direction. Notice that the pressure gradient here will become less today as the high begins more in control of our region, and the low pressure area out in the northwestern Atlantic begins to pull away further away from our region. And once again, allergy sufferers are going to continue to suffer with the broadcasting of the pollen across the region. It's very high today. It's at about 11.7. It will be in the 9 to 11 point range here during the next couple of days, right through the weekend into early next week. It's a beautiful picture at sunrise from the visible satellite imagery with clear skies over the entire New Jersey, New York City region. The water vapor is dry as well, as we can see here, and this means that high pressure is in control of our weather today with a downsloping wind, and as a result, compression and clear skies in the atmosphere. Aviational forecast today for VFR conditions right now out of Newark, 45 degrees. The wind is out of the northwest, 23, gusting up to 32 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies, just a few scattered clouds across the region, otherwise generally clear. It's the story of the winds again today. Winds are going to be out of the northwest at 22, gusts to 35 miles per hour, and those winds will begin to die down rapidly at sunset this evening with just a few clouds scattered around the region, mostly clear actually for late this morning, this afternoon, tonight, and early tomorrow morning. We'll get into more scattered clouds later tomorrow morning, and the winds are already shifting around to the northeast and then eventually to the southeast at less than 10 knots as the center of the high moves overhead. VFR conditions. Philadelphia, same thing. Right now, 42 degrees. The wind is out of the almost due west at about 12 miles per hour. So a few scattered clouds across the region, mostly sunny skies during today, tonight, and clear tonight and early tomorrow morning as well. Generally northwesterly winds at 18, gusts up to 28 knots, dying down rapidly this evening after sunset with just a broken ceiling. Some high clouds coming in at about 25,000 feet. VFR conditions. Last night's run of the European, the GFS, and the Canadian model, CMC, for the 8 to 10 day period, 500 millibar height anomalies we see are blocking here over the top in Canada. It's such a warm stratosphere over this region, compressing and blocking up the lower layers of the troposphere. We've got basically a positive PNA here across the western United States, negative EPO, and also negative NAO, and blocking with low pressure here across the southern plains and the means here, Mississippi Valley. On the GFS, it's a little bit expanded and further towards the Great Lakes and the East Coast. And then again on the CMC Model 2, this spells trouble because we're going to have a slow-moving cutoff low next week and spokes of precipitation on settled weather and much cooler temperatures as well. NAM 4-kilometer wharf product from Penn State Seawall site shows the clear skies overhead, a few high jet stream clouds, broken ceilings across the region, just some scattered clouds late tonight, early tomorrow morning, as the warmer air tries to invade over the top of the high pressure ridge, which is now well off the coast. An increase of warm air advection, isentropic lift a little bit as we get a cold front moving through the region on Saturday morning. Showers will break out during Friday afternoon and evening, last through Saturday morning. Not expecting anything big and widespread in heavy doses, but some of these showers could drop about a quarter of an inch or so total. And then the trough access moves through on Saturday afternoon, maybe a few more spotty showers to the north and west in the drying flow, and then a nice weekend setting up from Saturday afternoon right through Monday. Temperature is going to be continuing to be cool today. Temperatures will generally reach into the upper 50s and lower 60s this afternoon, dropping back down again tonight under clear skies into the chillier 40s, a few upper 30s across the interior, and back up again tomorrow with an onshore flow back into the 50s and lower 60s. The further away from the coast you are tomorrow, the warmer it will be. And then by Saturday, as the cold front moves through, a westerly component, downsloping air, and most temperatures should be reaching well into the 50s and even low to mid 60s across the region, including around the coast. GFS maps into motion now. High pressure in control across the Great Lakes all the way to the east coast, with plenty of sunshine, clear skies tonight. Strong northwesterly winds this morning, dying down this afternoon and evening, especially after sunset tonight. And then a cold front moves through. Area of low pressure here moving towards the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence River Valley, drags a cold front through the region. Could have some precipitation, some light to moderate rainfall around here Saturday afternoon, especially toward evening, overnight Friday night into early Saturday morning as the low deepens out into Atlantic Canada and the St. Lawrence River Valley here. High pressure and warmer heights, basically a zonal flow, westerly winds across the region on Saturday afternoon through Sunday, provides clearing skies and generally seasonable temperatures back into the 60s across the region during Sunday afternoon. Should be a nice day. Here's another one of those cutoff lows here developing across the upper Midwest, and this is going to cause a slowing up of the pattern. Isentropic lift and warm air advection beginning to work into the region late Monday night and Tuesday with an increase of cloud cover, shower activity too. And then the model trying to figure out where to place the low and the spokes of precipitation on the eastern side or the warm side of the trough here as the deep trough forms with a cutoff low here in the means from the Great Lakes down through the Tennessee and Mississippi River Valley. Could be looking at some moderate rain around here Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And that spoke of energy lifts to the north and east, and the storm begins to once again spin its heels across the southern Great Lakes and then eventually propagates towards the St. Lawrence River Valley with spokes of showery weather and cooler temperatures that will last through most of the rest of next week. So that's it in a nutshell, folks. We're going to have pleasant weather over the next 24 hours, maybe some light rain showers developing across the region on Friday afternoon into Friday night, early Saturday morning. And the weekend looks good from Saturday afternoon right through Monday, and then very unsettled and chillier weather with a period of moderate rain around here probably later Tuesday night, early Wednesday, and then showery weather right into the later part of next week with much cooler temperatures as we march through the end of April and the beginning of May. Latest details always on Garden State Weather and gardenstateweather.blogspot.com. We'll be back in video form tomorrow morning. Have a very pleasant Thursday.